All right, so we want to switch back and forth between business and technical questions. So we have the opportunity to ask some questions to you, Flo. Can you tell us which wireless LAN equipment have you deployed, and kind of what sort of issues do you run into managing multiple vendors?
Yeah, so at Gigstream, we're primarily deploying Ruckus. I know a lot of operators have moved around between multiple vendor stacks, but we've decided to focus on a single vendor solution. And the reason for that is it gives us the opportunity to really do one thing and do it well. We're tightly ingrained and connected with the Ruckus MDU leadership team. So they developed a specific vertical specifically for MDUs, and we work with that vertical team to provide feedback and buy in on their feature and product roadmap. And then because of that, we don't have a lot of vendors to deal with, but when we do have multiple vendors, the concept of an open solution out there like tip open Wi-Fi, we keep that in the background, right? So we spend a lot of time working on our core product, which is Ruckus, but then behind the scenes, the team is consistently looking at other solutions to make sure that if we end up in a vendor lockout scenario, COVID was an important example of that, right? During COVID,
Mm.
we had Gigstream, we had to pivot, right? We were deploying a lot of Ruckus, and then there were some challenges. We had to shift to another vendor short term. And so having an open solution as a backup to that is definitely going to allow us to keep delivering a consistent product.
Just to understand the context here, what's the size of your network? How many units and access points have you deployed?
70,000
Okay.
access points deployed. Yeah.
That's pretty big network. Okay. Now going back to you, Patrick, there are different segments out there that constitute what is called multifamily, where senior living, conventional rental, affordable housing, student housing. Any market segments you're most excited about?
Well, I think all four spaces are growing fairly rapidly and are interesting to play in, and our technology performs well in all of them. It's just a different end user. But that being said, is I'm most excited about is the conventional multifamily. And so you start thinking about apartment complexes, condos, HOAs. And the reason is this segment represents such a massive opportunity. There's over 20 million or so units in the US, penetration rates in the low single digits, and then it's a fragmented market. So there's no dominant leader. To me, this is a great space to play in and for us to grow and actually help define.
Okay, cool. Makes sense.